Hey there everyone, welcome back to DiaTech Plays The Binding of Isaac Rebirth. You know, it's been kind of like a week since we've kind of done our YouTube videos. You know, I've been streaming every day. We've had some technical difficulties on some days, but those should be resolved shortly. Everything should be going good. Let's go ahead and continue where we left off. We know we did a Judas run last, because I love Judas, I'll remember that. We went all the way to Sheol, to Satan. To Satin. We made some fabric together. It was a great time. So that's cool. We unlocked Eve, we unlocked Samson, we unlocked Azazel, we unlocked Lazarus, and we unlocked Eden all in one run. A lot of character unlocks. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to play as... I was going to do Azazel today. I might do that tomorrow. It's just I don't really enjoy that character. I mean, it's almost a gimme, it feels like. Let's try Eve. And of course, I try to do these as streaks, so I try not to reset. So even if this is the best or worst item ever, I mean, if it's best, that's amazing. If it's the worst, I'm generally not going to reset. But this is Sad Onion. It is a 0.7 tears up. I like it. I like it a lot, actually. So overall, pretty happy with the start. Definitely not a bad start. Even though this is more casual, not so much racing. I'm not going to take this pill, but I will hold it because what if I get a PhD? Or what if I was in a dire situation where a pill could come in handy? I mean, that'd be great. But I mean, we got our speed up. We got, because Eve has higher speed. We have a nice little tears up from Zed Onion. I think we're in good shape to not take any pills. If we get hit one more time, we get the Whoreable Babylon active, which would be really cool because I don't need it right now. I'm going to hold off on it for just a bit. And I'm gonna hope that I get a bomb for this lovely, lovely tinted rock that would hopefully give me a soul heart. Because it's all Eve needs. We need to become a whore. It's our duty. And once we become a whore, we want to get a soul heart to protect us from death. Really. I mean, dying as a whore would always be it's a bad thing. It does look like we are going to be able to get our whore proc coming up, or our soul heart rather, in this fight. So I'm gonna try to get hit by one of the random shots. Maybe. Maybe not. I mean, it's all... It could happen, it might not happen. But look at all these tinted rocks without any bombs. It's kind of unfortunate to say the least, but I am perfectly fine with it. Anyways, hopefully you guys are doing great today. I know that, if you didn't know, I also am a Twitch streamer, so if you are in the 1 p.m. to 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time zone, then at 1 p.m. to 7, I'll be streaming live. You can actually watch me stream Isaac live, and just talk with me as well. There's chat and everything. It's kind of cool. There's next floor we go. I play a lot of Isaac on stream. We've been doing other games as well. I know we've been playing some. What else have we been playing? Super Meat Boy, so that's pretty cool. So we have a Dark Judas here, which I am a huge fan of Dark Judas. Now it does turn us into Judas, which for unlocks that's not a good thing. But for damage sake, I mean it's pretty fucking amazing. So I'm gonna try to get that procced if at all possible. Continue on. So we have Whoreable Babylon active, which is going to get rid of Eve's negative damage multiplier currently. It's also going to make it so we have a 1.5 damage up and a 0.3 speed up, which is pretty nice. Eve can proc her whore at a 1 red heart, whereas all other characters have to be at a half red heart rather. Which is pretty cool. I mean, Eve does get that advantage, and it's a very helpful advantage. It's a very strong advantage. It really changes the whole dynamic of Eve, in my opinion, from the original Binding of Isaac game to this one. So, just because you don't have to worry as much about health. You can take a health up if you only have soul hearts and still be in Horde. It's really, really nice. This room was a pain, but that's okay. So we're going to take this run to It Lives. If we get a double deal, And we have a setup that can handle Shoal. Well, we'll go to Shoal. But my goal is to not lose this run, because I don't want to lose my streak, which I didn't really check what we're currently on. But I'm assuming it's like a 2 or 3 now, which is pretty cool. Definitely want to keep it up. And if at all possible, get the unlocks for Eve at the same time. Get Screw for a 0.5 tears up and 0.16 shot speed up, I believe. I could be wrong though. I'll go ahead and take Mystic Mage 2. Evil up, your enemies will pay. So we have a chance for the Necronomicon effect happening upon getting hit now. And we'll go to the next floor. At least I'm pretty sure it does that. Pretty sure I've experienced this item with that effect. But if not, I could be totally wrong. Look it up. I guess I could also include it in the description of the video, just to make sure I'm not saying random things. Check the description, and if I was wrong, I'll correct myself in the description. I'll look it up afterwards, but I'm pretty sure that's what it does. If I remember everything correctly, which sometimes, I mean, I'm human, I can forget things, not everything I say is perfect. And that's okay. I don't feel like wasting a key on a golden chest when we can't open both of them anyways. Save my key for the item room, hoping that something great. It's gonna be so good. It's gonna be knife, poly, dude, epic fetus. Mice and such is neither of those things, but it's whenever we get hit, things will turn into gold. It's not bad. I mean, could it have been better? Yes, but it could have been worse. It could have been Little Chad. I mean, holy water. It could have been other things that are not good. Could it have been Little Chad though? Maybe we haven't unlocked Little Chad. In which case, with this game file, maybe it's not possible actually. But Holy Water would definitely be a possible item, which would definitely be worse than Midas' Touch. Again, picking up that 1 heart, or that half heart, will not affect us, because we can be a whore at a half, or a full red heart, by the way. So we've gone to our item room, we can go to our shop, we can try to refill the donation machine if I had another key, but I don't have another key. I'll put a bomb here. And maybe we'll go to the shop to kind of try to fill it up a little bit. We did indeed get a key, so let's see if we can backtrack just real fast. Right, so I don't need to do that, I'll just kind of fill this machine up. We're doing good with it. We have 55, 56, 57, 58, 59, and 60. Of course, the next unlock comes at 100, which we are kind of 40 away now, but we're getting closer. We put a good bit in there. We are fighting Pestilence, so we are going to get another cube of meat in this fight. The cool thing with this is that we are 2 meat cubes in to getting a total of 4 meat cubes. Initially, you could still have a chance to get like a bandage ball upon fighting a horseman, but since we've got a cube of meat here, or before, it can only be a cube of meat. Here, give me 1 second. Excuse me. I just had to sneeze. So now we got our 2nd cube of meat. We did not get a devil deal. We've gone to our shop. I feel like we could just go to the next floor now. And caves 2, here we come. We cannot get another horseman here because you can only get 1 horseman per pair of floors. So that is now an impossibility. That is another lovely pill that we will not be taking because I am not a fan of pills. That is a dime from a poop. I have 0 complaints about that. Also, I feel like with the holidays, I feel like I'm getting a little sick. I don't know, it's not really the cold weather. I just feel like I'm developing a cold and it's not fun. And I'm blowing my nose more. It's just not a very pleasing things to even talk about, really, and I still brought it up, but hopefully all of you guys are doing, guys and gals, are doing great, not getting sick if the weather's cold in your area. Or if you live in a place where it's never cold, then that would be not, that wouldn't be the reason why you're getting sick. Yeah, I apologize about not getting these videos out every day like I had kind of hoped. That's a fast room to clear this room. Fast way to clear the room, rather. I really have the goal of getting a video out every single day, which should be able to happen now. I just have been extremely busy for the past week, so it's been busy. It's been really busy for me. But I think now everything's kind of not near as busy, so I should be able to get like a backlog and start working on these videos, knocking them out, having fun with them, and hopefully you guys will enjoy them as well. This room's kind of tricky to kind of learn at first. But all you have to do is kind of move up. So if you're going for the very top part of that room before, you just move it a little bit down. Like I'll show you after I play this room. And it always works for me. It's never like not worked in terms of dodging, unless you have really bad damage, and then you have to do some like other strats. But it always works. Notched pickaxe. We've not touched it yet. Woo, pickaxe. But we're not gonna do that for now. So this room with the spiders on the wall, one there, one there, one there, one there. If you come in through the bottom, these guys are instantly gonna start shooting. So you want to stand about right here, and then you'll always dodge the first volley. And then you can work on killing this guy. And then you have this area to dodge, so then you can kill that guy from where you're currently standing. And then you just kind of do the same thing with the top guys. If you're coming through the top, you stand about here or here, and you should be fine. That's how I handle that room, anyways. Now with the notch axe, we can make every single rock in a room, rock, mushroom, etc. I'm gonna try to find a tinted or secret room I met there, and it worked. So, ta-da! You can also find secret rooms. Wish I had another key to go to the shop. I just don't have one. We have tons of money to donate too. It's kind of a shame. I could use this pill, and it could be balls of steel, but I'm not going to. I believe in the heart of the cards to provide a key at some point in time. I'm just not a pill popping person. Either I find really bad pills a lot, and I just have really bad luck, or pills are really bad. One of those two. It might just be my luck. I know there's the times where you can really get lucky with pills, and I've had those times, but during this run, I don't think we need pills to make this a good run. I think we could just run the run as we normally run it, and I know that's a lot of runs, but I think we'll be fine. I ran spikes to give myself a nerf, and this is a good item, starter deck, so it's going to give us one more room for a card, which we got a High Priestess card, which is pretty nice. We'll probably use it against this boss here, but now I can cycle through them with the left control. World card's really good. So I'm gonna use High Priestess to train the boss, then come back for the world, or come back for whatever other card we had. So Priestess, go! That was not near as useful as I thought it was going to be. Anyways, it's not a hard room. We'll knock out Larry pretty quickly. And hope for a great Devil Deal. And so far, this run has really been going well. Eve has that extra damage from Horde, though. Once you have it procced, it's really nice. I picked up Mom's Lipstick for a 5.25 range up and a 0.5 tier height up. We have Hierophant for 2 soul hearts. We have a Fool card, which is going to act as a teleport. There is a boss challenge room, but it requires a key, because you can see it's a golden chest. I'm not going to do that either. Emperor and World are really good cards. And I'm going to say Emperor and World are better, or is better rather, than those other cards. And we'll go to the next floor. Depths 1, here we go. So, what we need to do in this run is go to It Lives, but there's a chance we can go to Sheol as long as the door to the devil opens up. Should be nice. I'm gonna go and use Notched Pickaxe in this room to get some of the skulls popped and run into a explosive rock. That's a genius idea. It's a very well thought out plan. I'm glad. We do have a lot of health, so I don't feel like we need to worry too much about that. The only downside is if we do we have Dark Boy? I forgot whether we missed up Dark Boy or have Dark Boy. I know we on the last video. I mean, I got an insane amount of no damage achievements. If you've not seen the last video, you probably want to. There's some good bit of dodge in there. But this has not been the video to show off dodging. This has been the video of mediocrity. In terms of dodging and skill and gameplay, I mean, it's not been the best, but it's certainly not been the worst. I mean, I've played much worse previously in other situations. I almost want to take this to the big room and then use it just in case I need to clear it. It's going to kill all the enemies for me, which is really nice. I mean, the item's flush. It's a pretty cool item. So, pain in the ass room is no longer a pain in the ass. Sword is great. Maybe I'll stick with this. We haven't really messed with flesh a lot, either on stream or my YouTube, really. So, it's that or notched axe. I think I'm gonna take this. Why not? Why would I take notched axe over this item? I mean, I'm sure there's some use for it, but none that's really beneficial. We're almost up to full amounts of health. Well, now we pretty much are. I mean, health has not been an issue this run. Cube meat does a lot of damage, so you'll see me using it quite a bit on a lot of enemies. Just because it does a lot of damage. I mean, if you're not using your meat, you're doing it wrong, right? I almost think they should reduce the damage a little bit, because it's really good. But at the same time, I mean, it does take a little bit of practice to kind of use your meat the way you want to. So, also, because I have so much health laying on the floor, I'm just going to use my meat however I want. And if I accidentally mess up a dodge, then I have extra health anyways. So, but this is how you use your meat. Just kind of wiggle it around a little bit, let the enemies get close to it. And upon getting close, they die. It's the same as in real life. As you can tell, I know how to move my meat, ladies. And it was a good room. No need to go back for the soul hearts, even though we have like 4 on the floor right now. Or we have 3. I think we have 3. We found our shop with no key, which is not helpful. It's really the opposite of helpful. Not helpful would be that. Uneventful. Uneventful. We'll go back to where we came from and try to find the item room, but then again, we still don't have a key. So there's a lot of the stuff that we could really use. No, we actually did find our item room. That's where we found flush. That's right. That was about as useful as I would expect flush to be in that situation. I'm sorry, I was yawning. Anyways, the room's going good. Cleared it. Flush was not helpful, but that's fine. Don't you shit on me. Got him handled. 14 cents is great, but not when you can't buy anything with it. Again, losing health is hurtful, but when I have so much on the floor, I don't really care. And I'm not gonna backtrack for it, I'm sorry. I will backtrack for the shop, though. Will I? That is a long path to the shop. I guess I will. We'll go back, we'll grab the soul hearts, then we'll go to the shop. And I guess that's optimal gameplay. Woo. See, even my voice sounds like it's dying a little bit inside. It doesn't hurt or anything. It just seems like I'm getting sick. I need health. Not in game, but maybe in real life. I've been trying to take some vitamins, trying to keep healthy, trying to keep myself from getting sick, but it's maybe my voice is gonna go. Maybe tomorrow I won't be able to talk at all, and that would be horrible. I'm gonna buy the soul heart. I can't. I'll buy the card. 2 diamonds. So now we're at 20 cents. That was worth it. And then we'll donate the rest, which we can't, and now we're on our way to the next floor. I like Eve's look. It's kind of, we have a lot of colors in our hair and a dead bird in our hair. I mean, we're looking fabulous with our purse. And okay, and our meat right next to us is just firing away. But Eve has that impression on people, and she is a whore and all. At the moment, anyways. So let's go to the next floor, see what we can get. If we can get to our boss rush in time, we can always check and see what's inside that. Probably won't take anything unless we get something really carry from the boss rush room. Alright, well that was great. I'll check the boss challenge room for 2 red chests, or 3 red chests. It is not, so I won't be doing that. And room cleared. And that is the that is speedrunning tactics 101. If there's a room that you do not like, you have a black heart that's a half black heart, run into an enemy and the room is then gone. Depending on if it's if the enemies have a lot of health or not. Because it's only the Necronomicon effect. It's only 4 damage to everything in the room. So if things have more than 40 damage, you're really not going to be hurting them too much. But as long as they have 40 or less, they're going to die. Reed's no fun. Try to use my Cuban meat, but there we go. Took a little bit for him to walk into my meat like the way I wanted him to. That is a magician card. Do you know how much you want to bet? Right now, let's just talk bets. Okay, if this is not... I mean, if this is a magician card, you should check me out on www.twitch.tv/diabetic. If it isn't a magician card, then you'll never have to do that ever again. Are you ready? Oh, it's magician. Got it right. Huh. It even works on those guys, and those guys have a lot of health. That's pretty cool. Anyways, that card, by the way, is always a magician card, so it was just a joke. You do not have to check me out on Twitch. That was purely a joke. However, I do like my Twitch. I like streaming and stuff like that, so if you want to check me out and say you're from YouTube, I'll get all excited and happy inside, and I'll be like, oh my goodness, you're from YouTube? That's awesome! And then I'll say your name, and it'll be on, like, live stream, and then we can talk. We can say, like, hello and stuff. If I miss your message, you can always keep typing it, and then I'm sure it might piss off one of my mods, but that's okay. They'll get over it and stuff, and then we can say hi and totally be BFFs forever. I know on Twitch we're close to like 20,000 followers, which is crazy. Anyways, in terms of what's going on right now, we're trying to find our item room. We don't want to go without it. We're kind of past the time for the boss rush room, so we're not going to be doing that. We're still looking good in terms of winning. We still have the Dark Judas, so we still have that behind us as well. If we were to die, we'd revive as a Dark Judas, or Judas 2. His base damage is 7, which is double what Isaac's is at 3.5. Huge damage multiplier. Really, really nice character. And he's a lot of fun to play. He's a lot of fun to play. I know when I'm doing 7 character runs on stream, he's often a start for most characters, like Maggie, and we had a good Maggie Dark Judas start today. I know my 7 character PB is like 2 hours and 13 minutes, so that's like an admin average per character. Pretty good. I think one of them was a Dark Judas start. Especially if you get on Blue Baby, it's great. The game doesn't count it as a... Like, if we became Dark Judas, we would not count as an Eve win. But in terms of speed running, when we do 7 characters runs, we do. So that's kind of the difference. I'm going to stand right here, because this is going to do a lot of damage to the cube meat. And you can cheese the bottom door, and deal a lot of damage, and just not worry. You can just not worry about a thing. Let's go ahead and go to our Devil Deal, where we find the mark for a 1 damage up, 0.2 speed up. Pick up this HP up, because it's not going to hurt anything. We're still going to have our whore. And we'll go down to the next floor. And off we go. Our goal here is we're going to try to find the boss as quickly as possible. And when we do find the boss, we are going... Does this work on you? Nah, it doesn't. It's good to test these things, otherwise you never know. We're going to find our boss, fight the boss, go to the next floor, use the world card, then fight the mom's heart. And then upon doing that, use the Emperor card on Shoal if we get the Devil Deal to Shoal. If we don't, it's totally fine, but I'd like to do more. Onwards. It's a tough room. I mean, really, those guys are anti-speedruns. They don't want you to go fast. They'll sometimes stay down forever. You'll never be able to shoot them. It's a sad moment when they do that. Cube meat's really good for dealing damage, so I'll use that in defeating those guys. Otherwise, could be in trouble. But as I said, cube meat is huge, especially in speedrunning. If you're speedrunning this game, cube meat can make all the difference. Not even so much blocking tiers, but like, look at these enemies, just they fall over. It's great. But that's enough about meat. I know you guys are kind of sick of me talking about this meat that I have. I sometimes like just to talk about it too much. It's another dime, and I'll blow up these rocks. I should have blown up this side, because you can see right there, there's an X on this one, right there. So that's definitely a tinted rock. I'm gonna do that, and more swords. Eventually we will unlock the small rock by blowing up enough rocks, and that'll be a 1 damage up. That'll be really nice. You can see an X on this one too, right here. So I'm going to blow that one up as well. And more hearts that we can play with. In fact, I'm going to go to the curse room because we have 2 spare swords. And look how worth that was. It was so good. It could have been good. It could have been a pentagram or a guppy piece. It could have been a lot of things. I do have flush up. I'm just waiting for a worthy room to where I'm like, I hate this room, to be able to use it. These rooms are not bad. Because of that, I'm not using the flush equipment or space for item. It is a 6-room charge item, so I do want us to be like, use it sparingly. I will use it against that. It's just easy. I did see tinted rock, okay. See, this one has the X right there as well. And the more you blow up, the closer you can get to small rock. Which you need to blow up like 100 or something like that. And again, I can always go back and get the other sword, so I can do that. I'm gonna take the pact for a 0.5 damage up, 0.7 tears up. As long as you have 1 sword, you can take, or 1 red heart, you can take 2 red heart deals. You won't go negative. I am not gonna be taking the 3rd cube meat because it does not count as getting the achievement for Meat Boy. And I like my orbital better. It's gonna do a lot of damage. It's kind of cool. So, I mean, you saw me use it so well. I gotta stick with my meat. Alright, that is Thunder Thighs. It's going to allow you to break things by walking over them. It's also a 0.4 speed down. It's double the speed down of lard. That's how bad it is. Don't take that. Unless you have a shit ton of speed. Don't need any of this, so that's nice. Blew that up to unlock the D4 eventually. Blew up 30 of those machines to unlock it. I'm going to go ahead and use the world card here. Bomb there. And now we just wait for the hands to come down. That was really interesting. I should not have gotten hit there, but I accept it. Okay, we'll blow up this guy and leave the room at the same time. Sure, we'll take paperclip. Master of lockpicking. What that'll do is that'll make it so that we don't use any keys up by opening up a chest. Moon card's pretty nice. I'm gonna skip this room because it's not worth my time. Really, flesh does not work against the eyes, so the more you know. Let's go. Sacrificing health to do a lot of damage. Darn. Well, I don't think it looks like we're going to Shoal. That's a bummer. That is a bummer. Alright guys, we have unlocked Transcendence! It has appeared in our basement, which is a secret room item. It gives us flight. Pretty good. I like it a lot. I mean, as much as I can like flight in this game. We unlocked challenge number 6, Solar System. We might start working on some of our challenges. What are we at though in terms of streaks? We're at a 4-win streak. In terms of challenges, we got some unlocked. We might need to tackle some of these down. I think when I'm doing these challenges, I'll put in like the title, like the name of the challenge that I'm doing. That way, if anyone wants to see them, they'll know what challenge I'm doing for that video. I think that makes sense. Anyways, hopefully you guys enjoyed the video. I enjoyed making it. I really am liking these YouTube videos, so it's really cool. Hopefully I feel better. My voice is kind of probably awful, and I know I yawned a couple times, but that's just because it's not because your brain lacks oxygen. That's not the reason. It used to be thought that, but science and stuff happened, and now they realize it's just when you're like warm and stuff like that. But hopefully you guys, I also didn't make you yawn. But anyways, have a great rest of your day. If you want to catch me streaming live, I stream every single day from 1 p.m. Eastern Standard Time to 7. If I do not stream live, you can catch me on my Twitter, which will let you know what's currently going on, what time I am going to stream, what's happening. If you want to watch more of my YouTube videos, feel free to subscribe here. I will catch you guys later, and have a great rest of your day, guys and gals.